Hello, Life and Living community members. Thank you for all the likes, all the thumbs up, all the comments you have been giving us to improve on the quality of this, what we offer you on this channel. Thank you very much. I saw another video on social media, very short video of an old man, an extremely old man, who has the misfortune of having to carry a heavy load up a staircase, a very long staircase. This man, even before lifting this heavy load, looks so sad, so scared. But eventually, because there is nobody to help him, he carries it. And with much effort, you could even almost see the palpable pain, the excruciating pain that this man is experiencing carrying this heavy load. And after much effort, he is able to lift it and get it to the last of the stairs up. And when he gets there now, he begins to relax, thanking his stars for what he has done. Just at that point, a very young man, a agile man, is coming from the opposite direction. This man does not know that this old man has just accomplished his task and is just relaxing. He looks at the heavy load, looks at the frailty of this old man, and he decides to help. Help in what way? He just lifts that heavy load down the stairs again. And the old man is trying to tell him, no, I don't need this help. I have gone this far. But this young man thinks that the old man is only saying, don't bother yourself, I will carry it. So thinking that he is doing the old man a favor, he carries the load back down the staircase, despite the old man's protest. And as it gets to the end of the staircase, down the staircase, he just drops it and moves on, not expecting any thank you. He thinks the old man is going to say thank you. He doesn't need the thank you. He has done a favor to somebody. He goes. And this man is now more perplexed than ever before. He has to carry this heavy load back to the top of the staircase again. And that scenario plays itself over and over for about 5 times before the end of the video. The 5th time is just another young man who is on a phone call. So he just sees the old man at the topmost part of the staircase, thinking that the old man is about to carry it downstairs. He also, with one hand, lifts the load. The old man is still protesting, please don't do it. Before he could say anything, the young man has carried the load down the staircase again. And the old man, unfortunately, whenever he has to carry this load up the staircase, nobody notices him. It's only when he gets to the topmost part, when he's relaxing, that somebody sees him and helps him to take him back to 0 level. And this prompted something in me. And it's about what we call complacency. What does it mean to be complacent? To be complacent means to be resting when it's not time to rest. To be relaxing when it's supposed to continue to be on the move. To be reveling in underachievement, mediocre achievement. That's what it means to be complacent. When there are steps to be taken and one is not willing to take them, thinking that one has actually achieved. That is complacency. A young prophet who was not known, was not popular, so young, was sent to go and prophesy against an altar in Israel. And God gave this prophet a series of instructions. And one of them was that he should not return the same way he went to that place. And the other one was that he was not to eat or drink anything in that land after performing the duty that he had been given from heaven. Well, he was obedient enough. He set out and he went and prophesied against the altar that God had sent him to go and prophesy against. The king was there. The king stretched forth his hand and said, okay, take him up. And the king's hand withered. The king had to beg him. He prayed for the king, and the hand was restored. And everybody was amazed. Oh, this is a confirmation of the divine ordination of this man. They begged him to eat. He said, no, God said that you don't eat. And he was moving away from that city. But he got complacent on the way. He decided to rest under a juniper tree, and he started resting. Unknown to him that a great prophet was on his way, because that great prophet's children had told him the mighty things that God had done through this young unknown prophet. And the great prophet met him where he was relaxing, and invited him home to come and eat and drink wine and dine with him. And he said, God has said I should not go back the way I came in, and that I should not eat anything. But the old prophet said, oh my, just a little while ago, an angel of the Lord appeared to me and said I should come and bring you and wine and dine with me. He listened to the old prophet, to the mighty prophet. He went back and ate and drank. And while the wine and dining was going on, the word of the Lord came through the old prophet who had deceived him. And the prophet said, well, because you have disobeyed the instruction of the Lord, and a lion will come into the city and kill you. And it happened that way. That young prophet died because he was resting when he was supposed to be on the move. If he had not been resting, it would have been impossible for that old great prophet to meet him. He would have gone far before the children would finish narrating the story to their father. The father now trying to trace the younger prophet. The young prophet would have gone. But because he was resting when he was supposed to still be on the move, he was caught up by events. And evil was able to creep upon him and kill him. So we don't need to say too much about this. Many destinies have been destroyed. Many people have not been able to achieve the maximum that their potentials could afford. Why? Because a little resting here, a little sleeping, a little slumber here, and poverty has crept upon many people. Shame has crept upon many people. Death, untimely death, has taken a lot of people away because they were resting, just like that young prophet. So don't be complacent. Keep moving, keep dreaming, keep achieving until you are very sure that you have attained your potential, the peak of your potentials. That is for complacency. Now the other one is contentment. Some people don't want to be complacent, and so they are restless, ever restless, negatively restless. They are never contented. So contentment is being satisfied with what one has got. But it doesn't mean that one should not keep on pursuing. That's the idea. So many people, because of lack of contentment, have dipped their hands into things that have thrown them into shame, into troubles, even to death, because they were never contented. They were never satisfied with what they had. So now the duty is for us to be able to marry these two opposites. You know, for you to have electricity, you need the positive line and the negative. So in order to achieve all that we need to achieve in life without overdriving ourselves, then we need to learn how to combine adequately, appropriately, the skills of shunning complacency and the skills of activating contentment. That while we are still pursuing, we are satisfied, but we are not resting on our oars. And you will remember in one of the videos that we did recently, we talked about activating your ambition. So if you go back to that video and you take note of the things said in it, then somehow you will know how to marry your contentment with the forward-looking and forward moving spirit that won't make you to be complacent. Remember in that video on activating your ambition, we talked about some children that wanted to achieve the impossible in order to impress their father on the farm. Eventually, they couldn't finish the work for that planting season because they found themselves in the hospital because they were over ambitious. So, which means we have people who are complacent and they are dying. We have people who are not contented and they are dying. So how do you do it? How do you make sure you are not complacent? You are neither complacent nor suffering from lack of contentment. It means set your goals appropriately, pursue them, make your goals greater than your today because your goals are for your tomorrow. But don't make them too great. Break them down so that as you are achieving one step here, a higher step there, you are happy, you are contented, and you still have something to pursue. Whoever stops pursuing something will be pursued by evil and will be overcome by that evil. That's why we're saying be contented, but don't be complacent. And as you do this, the sky may be your starting point. Let us say you're Samson or Latunji on Life and Living. Thank you very much. Go on conquering, go on moving forward, and shake off complacency. Thank you very much.